Today's guest is the operation manager for Cyclus, the construction and crewing management company who has brought you some of Perth's best-known outdoor events. These include Bar Pop, the Ice Cream Factory, Lux Events and Oktoberfest. We also discuss her family, the Notorious Girl Squad and being a die-hard UFC fan. So please welcome today's guest, Estee Blake.
Yep.
Estee Blake. Estee Shake and Blake, welcome back.
No. Estee, don't test me.
That is such a good name.
No.
What am I going to go into here? All right, we're talking about your work first up. You said you work nightclubs.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Usually Metro City.
Quality spot. Yeah.
Metro.
What do you do there?
On the door.
Okay.
Yeah. Door bitch.
I was going to say door lady. Kiara does the same thing.
Yeah. She's been in the scene for a while. She used to work at Amber, which my bosses both know Kiara from Amber Days and Shape Days and all them.
She's a little firecracker, that one.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Nice girl. So you're working for Cyclus? Is that how you say? Cyclus?
Cyclus, yeah.
I should say there. There you are.
Ooh.
Front and centre.
As always.
Look at that quality ensemble you got behind you.
Yeah,
white shoes. Show me your shoes today. You do like the white shoes, don't you?
Yeah.
Too hard to keep clean.
Slick
wasn't the word I was looking for. Okay. What type of events do you guys do? I'm actually trying to be serious here talking about your event. Tell me, what are we doing with these events? Okay,
so with Cyclus stuff, we do lots of stuff. We do like big festivals, like all of the bar pop stuff. So, you know, Ice and Factory Snack, Frothtown. What else do they do?
What events is going on here? Is it Optus Stadium?
Yeah, that was building for... Fuck, I don't even know. So our job, we're a labour hire company for the events industry. So we work for a lot of different types of event people. So this one, AKA, they're a marquee company. So we were helping them build a marquee for an event. So, and then the one before that you had up, that one, we were building Ice Cream Factory. So we were helping build for Bar Pop. So they're the promoter.
And what is the Ice Cream Factory?
You know, Ice Cream Factory down at in Northbridge. You never heard of it?
You know how I am. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's the Ice Cream Factory? Tell me.
It's they run it through summer, so it's usually from start of December to the end of Jan, or maybe the start of Jan. But they run it through that and just host events there. So the Ice Cream Factory is essentially the venue.
Yeah.
And then they host different events there. So sometimes they'll have different events, like Banana Social is a different promoter, but he'll run his event at Ice and Factory. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
So yeah, so the guy that runs Banana Social, that's his event, and he'll run it at Ice and Factory, which is the venue. Okay. So Ice and Factory is just essentially a venue that hosts events during December.
What kind of events are they hosting?
They bring live acts sometimes. Like I think the Veronicas are coming this time. Like DJs, I don't even know who's coming this time. But yeah, it's usually DJs and like, I think Shock One's played one time and like those. So
it's almost like just an outdoor festival bar kind of live nightclub thing.
Yeah.
Get
it's
a fair crowd.
Oh yeah, it's always packed.
How's it been through COVID?
Last year,
because we really haven't been affected that much here, have we?
I mean, yeah, we have. For events, 100%. It's just like so many festivals. I mean, so I was working for a company before that ran Hidden. It was called Hidden Festival. And the first time that COVID hit, we had all these events lined up during the whole year that was going to just pump money back into the business. Anyway, so we had all these events lined up, and then because COVID hit, they all got cancelled and that company went into liquidation. So like things like that for companies have happened so much. Like it's crazy how many have just, and like suppliers that had all of their, work for the whole year for all these promoters and stuff. Like you think about a festival, you've got marquees, you've got fencing, you've got production, you've got, there's so much that goes into a festival, and even just a small event like this, there's so many people that are involved. And the thing with the government, with the whole get the show on the road thing, that's for promoters. that have lost ticket sales and stuff, but they forget about all the other people that are involved that have just lost all of their work. Like, they were banking on that for their income. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of the events industry is cooked.
I did see a breakdown once of one of the events that they held. Wasn't the big day out, but it was something like that. And people think that, you know, say, for example, round figures, tickets are $100 and there's like 100,000 people go. They go, oh, there's, you know, $10 million. Why? How isn't someone making a killing? But they have no idea what goes into it. And when the margins are tight, which I'm guessing they are, you just think to yourself, one bad event can cost a company everything.
So much money. Well, that's what happened with Hidden. Like, you know, we Zach, who was the promoter, he did it for 3 years. I think 2 or 3 years before we went national, and that's when I joined the team. And going national is such a risk because you're doing it in states that you're not from, you don't live there, and you don't, like, it's all a risk take at the end of the day. Like, you could put on a really good lineup and be like, yeah, this will sell really well, and then you just don't realise, like, there's so many things that affect it that the ticket sales just don't do so well. So then the first year it was kind of all right. Like, we kind of scraped past a little bit and we're like, all right, like, we can do year 2. And then it kind of just didn't go that well, just because people just didn't buy tickets. And it's like, you then get to a point where, you know how you see, you know, promoters cancelling events all the time and they're like, due for unforeseen circumstances or whatever. Usually it's because of ticket sales or something. But you get to a point as a promoter and you're like, okay, I can either cancel my show now and I've lost all of this money, you know, all the artists that you've already paid for, all of, like, you know, all the marketing that you've already done, all this money that you can't get back, you know. Or I keep going and hope that ticket sales in the last week or 2 pick up and that it goes really well, and then I'm good. But that once you get to that, you know, 4 weeks out, I would say, you kind of got to make that decision if it's not going so well. And then that's why, just, like, things happen all the time and people lose money, and it's just how it is. It's so risky.
That must be just a daunting thing, ticket sales.
Oh, it's the worst. I'm so glad I'm on the other side of it at the moment. Like, obviously we don't deal with ticket sales. We just help build the event. So, but when I was working for Zach, even, you know, it's not, at the end of the day, it wasn't my money, but I was like, it was nerve-wracking. Like, it's so stressful because you're like, it's a lot of pressure to put on someone that's like, and then you either cancel it and you get so many people that are angry at you, or it goes ahead and then you can't pay people back, or it takes a while to pay people back because you've lost so much money and you still get people angry at you. So it's just...
So they'll run events at a loss, will they?
Yeah. Well, you then have to. You then have to be like, all right, well, it gets to the day, because, you know, people can buy tickets all the way up to the day of the event or the night before or whatever. So once you get to that point, you're like, okay, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be making money. You might do door sales and stuff, which can kind of, you know, people always change their mind last minute and do things last minute all the time, which a lot of people, like, the market's changed so much in the past, like, 5 years. Like, last minute ticket sales is such a thing now, where before they weren't. You know, it would sell out months before, but now, like, yeah, people just are so last minute. But yeah, it's, once you get to obviously the show day, you're like, okay, well, I'm losing money here, but it's just, it is what it is. Yeah, not much you can do about it.
Geez, massive risk, big risk.
Yeah, it's huge.
Big reward.
Yeah, I mean, the show day, seeing the most amazing feeling was, like, being up on stage, and I think it was in Sydney or Brisbane, and it was Brisbane because that was our first one that we did, and being behind, and I think Little Yachty was playing or something, and the crowd was just going nuts.
Can't get enough of Little Yachty.
Little Yachty. And, like, yeah, there was, obviously it was the main headliner, everyone was there, and, like, just seeing everyone just have the best time, and, you know, being like, yeah, we did this. There's no better feeling. Like, it's sick. It's so cool. All that stress and hard work has paid off.
I can imagine. It does sound great. I think the stress of it all, though, would take it off me.
Yeah.
I'd find that very hard.
Yeah, it's stressful. It's a very stressful job. For sure.
You did a Melbourne Cup thing.
Yeah.
Jesus, this does not look easy to try to organise that.
Well, yeah, it's not. We're just kind of helping the people that organise it, but, you know, I give my hat off to our crew. Like, they work some stupid hours, they do some hectic things, and they are the best. Like, they really are. Like, they just always... And I think it's from my two bosses. They have really set the scene for our crew, and are really great role models. Like, our crew are pretty much many of them, and like their attitude towards things, and just, you know, they're always just like so kind to everyone. Always go above and beyond. You know, they never slack off. They're just I
think if you got respect for your bosses, that does make a very good work environment.
Yeah.
And just creates people working harder. Fine. So you guys build like pretty much that tent that you've got there, that marquee.
Yeah, yeah.
How does it go with... I think I'd always be worried about... I mean, I know there's got to be insurance and everything there as well. But you build something that big, if something went wrong... it'd go catastrophically wrong. You got to deal with winds, you got to deal with weather, you got to deal with everything with that thing.
Yeah.
How do the crews handle that?
Well, at the end of the day, it's the marquee company that have to worry about that stuff, not us. We're the hands that make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
you just build it.
Yeah.
They supply the clay. You create the masterpiece.
That's it.
Very good. I can't, like I just said there, I couldn't even organise a kids' party, so I don't know how the hell any of these people do it. Bicep, what's that? What are those guys?
So they're the same crew. There's no difference with it, but we just help more construction people. So a lot of like electricians help us, like, you know, doing demolitions and stuff. They, you know, well, just helping them. What else do we help? A lot of we help, you know, Andy Blue Builders. Have you heard of him before?
No.
He's a carpenter, so we'll help, like, he'll build stuff and we just help install it at like shopping centres and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Landscapers and stuff usually help. You use our help.
How have you gone with this staff shortage? It seems to be plaguing.
It's a nightmare.
Perth. Really?
Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. Trying to find staff is just the bane
staff
of our
or reliable
existence.
Staff?
At the moment. Like,
really?
just even trying to find people to apply is just like...
Really?
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's like, it's actually crazy how many people... And it's weird because I think the start of COVID, everyone was like screaming for jobs. Everyone was like, you know, I've lost my job, like I need a job, blah, blah, blah. And now I feel like, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, I feel like that's still a thing, but people just don't want to work.
People don't want to work for anything less than the so-called money that certain people are making.
Yeah.
I think this mining industry has just put people into this false, this false image or this false thought that everyone's got to be making $2,000 a week for kicking back and doing very little.
Yeah. Yeah.
When hard work seems to have gone out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I think work ethic is definitely not what it used to be, that's for sure.
How does this compare to when you used to work at Flight Centre?
God. As in working for the company I work for now?
Yeah.
Oh, so much better.
When did you work for Flight Centre?
I want to say 2017 maybe, I think.
So you were sort of in there with the last of the... Not the last, I mean, online bookings were a big thing then.
Yeah.
But Flight Centre must have taken a big hit with the
They
working.
did. Yeah, I think it was just... so 2020 when 2020 when we did our last hidden tour, that was the year that everything went to shit and I had been out for a year. I'd been out of Flight Centre for a year. Okay. So yeah, I just got out. Yeah, but I knew a lot of people that lost their jobs and stuff, which sucks.
And what's Flick Promotions? You were there as well?
Flick Promotions is Hidden. So that's, so they're the company that did Hidden Festival.
And you worked on the Granny Smith mine site.
Yeah, so between when Zach's company went to liquidation and working for the boys, so Cyclus, they were in our same office when I worked for Flick. So I knew the boys for a while. And we worked, so they came on tour with us because they built all our festivals and stuff. And so, yeah, I went and was like, I don't know what I want to do, whatever. So I went on the mines for a bit, just worked in the kitchen, like so boring. Like it was the most, I think I went a bit crazy. Like I was so bored. And because I'm so like active all the time and, you know, I need something that kind of challenges my mind, and I was just bored every day. Like it was horrible. Doing the whole FIFO thing didn't really bother me. Like I'm quite, you know, independent anyways. Like I don't feel like I need to be with people all the time. So like being by myself was fine.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, doing my job was just like the most boring thing I've ever had to do in my life. Like it was sucked. But yeah, so I did that for 6 months, and then one of the guys from my work now, he called me and was just like, oh, you know, like we're picking back up again. Like I think we need some help in the office. Would you be keen? And I was like, yes, like anything, like get me out of here, please.
Okay.
So yeah, I was really lucky that kind of came across again, because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life when I was there.
Beautiful.
Felt lost.
All right, we're going to move on to some of your socials now.
Oh, Jesus.
So good. First up, this is one of the first photos I saw. Hey, what's that tattoo you've got there? What is that? Across the collarbone.
Oh, it's my grandparents' anniversaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Who is that entourage of just... Are they all going to be there?
They are. Yep.
Shit. Oh, don't. Well, definitely.
Oh, actually, not the one that's this. Not the second one. She's not there.
That one there?
Yeah, she's not coming. But all the girls are coming. Yeah.
You sold 6 tables for this thing.
Yeah.
How many are you supposed to? 2?
I think minimum 2.
Oh, that's a lot of people. How many tables are going to be at this event?
Fuck knows. I don't know.
That is going to be a lot.
Mm.
Okay, so who's this? Do you girls you must have like a gang name, do you?
No, we actually don't. I think. Well, okay. So the girl behind me in the red, the girl behind her, and then the one at the front, the mum. Us four. We have a Snapchat name called Spicy. That's about it, and it's spelled spicy. Spicy. Yeah.
SH or SCH?
SH. Spicy.
This is your S30. I know we talked about training and stuff before with S30. There you are.
Yes.
Is this before? Oh, nice.
That's my bestie, Danny. She's my training bestie.
What is it? So in S30, what is it? Is it like is it under black light or something in there?
Yeah, it's all dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got like neon lights. Neon? I don't know if they're neon, but like
those UV lights.
Yeah, on the roofs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, and it makes your socks look like extra bright and all that kind of stuff?
No, not overly like that. Like they're just really colourful. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Nice. Oh, dance. I did see some of your dance videos. You are not a bad dancer yourself.
Thank you.
So this is at school. So after school, you did full-time dance at
APAN.
APAN, that's how you say it. Tell me what about APAN is. Tell me what that is.
So I don't know if you heard of Whopper. Have you heard of Whopper? Yeah. So it was kind of like the same thing, but less musical theatre. So it's more commercial jazz and like more dancing rather than like acting and singing.
Yeah.
Like Whopper's like that, and ballet. So I think it was just like a bit different, but we were the first year that did APAN.
And you actually studied there.
Yeah.
So what do you study?
Studied dance.
Studied dance.
Yeah. And like learned a bit about the body. It's so long ago. I don't even remember.
Okay. How long did you do it for?
A year.
Did you want to pursue a career in dancing?
I did until I did that.
Yeah. Family. Let's go, because you're a blend of
that's my
You're
auntie.
a blend. There we go. So it's you in the middle there?
Yeah.
Who's this young lady?
It's my auntie.
Auntie. And this one?
My mum.
Mum. Where's mum from?
You won't ever, but like, okay.
Can I guess?
Yeah, take a guess.
Pakistan.
Fucking how'd you know?
Because you wrote it in the message.
Damn it.
You got brothers, 3 stepbrothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I remember. I actually read this. So your mum is Pakistani. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Pakistani?
Pakistani. Yeah.
Pakistani.
Yep.
Her parents?
Yeah, they were born in India.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my granddad's side is all English and Irish.
Okay.
So those two were born in India, but I'm pretty sure it's after that. So my granddad's dad was English or Scottish or something.
Okay, so they're from India, but then she was born in Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's quite an odd transition from India to Pakistan because
I think at the time it was one.
It was fine?
I think it was India. And then when my mum was born, I'm pretty sure that's when it split.
Yeah, because that probably wouldn't happen now.
No.
Because they don't get along too well.
No.
Not at all. It's a nice way of saying it.
No.
Really? And your dad?
My dad's Australian.
Okay, no worries.
He's Aussie.
Because I was going to say, I was wondering, because you are a little bit tanned in the skin. I didn't know. Just a little bit. So I thought maybe.
It's the first time I've ever. My mum's whiter than me, though.
Really? Well, look at me. I really can't talk. I got a whole bunch of rangers in my family. We go nowhere. Okay, brothers and sisters. Let's go there. You got a brother?
Yeah, I've got one older brother with my mum and dad now.
Yep.
And then my dad was married before and had a brother, my other brother.
Yep.
And then gets complicated. She was married before and had two daughters. And when they broke up, my dad had raised them as their own. So, they call my dad Dad.
Okay.
So, we just say that we're brothers and sisters. But I have no blood relation to my two sisters, just my stepbrother and my brother. But
what's the relationship between the gang?
So the three that have the same mum,
yep.
So my half brother and the sisters,
yep.
They're all pretty close. One of my sisters is in America,
yep.
But we all talk and stuff. I'm super close with the sister that lives here, and then the relationship with my stepbrother, he's a bit of a twat. So
nice.
We're not super close.
Cut that out. How about you and your brother?
Yeah, we go through ebbs and flows. I think we've always had that relationship of brother and sister. He's my older brother. So I think we've never really gotten super close.
Yeah. Not protective of you or anything?
Yeah, he's super protective, but he's the one that's protective but doesn't really we're not friends. He's but if you're ever in trouble, he'd do anything for me. You know? So
she gives you a bit of freedom just so you need it.
Yeah, yeah. But so my best friend now, who I live with, Jazz, she used to be engaged to my brother. So
really?
Yeah.
And what's your brother's relationship like with Jazz?
They're all right, yeah. They're not bad. They're pretty amicable.
I did see some photos of you and Jazz, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was with you at the
PCR.
Last PCR?
Yeah.
Okay. Girls love the tattoos, don't you?
Yeah, she's got more now.
She's a troublemaker. Absolute troublemaker.
I call her my mini-me.
Twice I've seen her out, friends of friends, and I just
she's a little shit. She is
a troublemaker. I'm not going to name her, but she is a fucking troublemaker. She's a bad influence on anyone. I've seen, like I said, I was like, that is trouble waiting to happen. Relationships, single 4 years. No one snatched up this prime bit of real estate that is Estee Blake.
Nah, not interested.
Not interested?
Nah, I've dated a few, seen a few guys here and there, but I don't know. I'm just especially now, I'm super focused. I had maybe one person sleep on my bed this whole year and I hated it. I was like, get out.
Really?
I don't want you in here. Or it didn't help that I was off him from the beginning, but yeah, I was and then I had to wake up for training at 4:45 in the morning and I was so tired because he kept me up all night just moving around. I'm get the fuck out of my bed. And it just, I was nah, this isn't for me. I don't even have time to see my parents at the moment. Between work, training and, working on the weekends and trying to socialise with my friends and, do things that I want to do as well, do my washing. For fuck's sake, I struggle to put that in. So it's putting another person in there is just not for me at the moment.
It's good that you can, that you don't, I feel that you don't put having a relationship so high on the priority list. I think it's a good thing, whereas when I was your age, it seemed like as soon as you turned 25, you had to get everything done by 25 because by 25, now it's time to settle down.
Yeah.
So I was about 33 when I got married and I was considered late.
Yeah.
So
that is late for your generation.
50 years ago.
in dinosaur years. No.
Yeah,
I think me and my boss actually talked about this the other day, like following the textbook of you get out of high school, you go to uni, you meet someone, you get married, you have kids. It's like, fuck that. Like, why? Like, why does society have to dictate on what I want to do with my life? Like, why do I need to have a boyfriend when I'm 26? Like, no, I'll have a boyfriend like when I'm ready.
When you're ready, or a girlfriend. Everything's fine nowadays.
I'm good with guys.
I'm just saying. It's a different world now.
It is.
Perfectly fine to do that. Not when I was
respectable.
Not when I was young. Jesus. Someone pulled that out. Where are we? All right, I've gone through. You do. I was just going through your Instagram. You are. I like it how you say you're not drinking, but in every one of these photos,
not everyone.
You are. Well, let's see, one.
Okay, I was drinking then. I wasn't drinking then, or 4. then. Okay, yeah. So from that one with the girl in the white dress, go up one. There I wasn't drinking, and even me and Danny in a bikini, I wasn't drinking.
There.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
No, that's Sophie.
Okay.
Danny's the one in the red.
And Danny's mum. I will put that in. The one thing we have bonded on over virtually everything else is our love of the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk a bit about UFC?
Yeah, go for it.
So you get up each Sunday, because Perth time, just letting everyone know, Perth time, it normally kicks off. Prelims kick off, like the undercard, about 6 a.m. normally, 5 or 6.
Yeah, it varies between that or 8.
Yeah.
If the main card starts at 10, it's usually 8.
And it normally wraps up, you're looking around about
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock,
Yeah.
It's done. Every Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Geez, you wait. That's the thing. I can never get away from here to actually watch any of the events.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I always have to watch the replay later on.
Shame.
If someone recorded. Oh, no, yeah, it is a shame.
It's fun, though. It's like, me and the boys, like, love it. So my friend Aragoni, me and him are super, super close on it. And then David, who's my trainer, we always, like, he'll come sometimes and stuff. But, yeah, we just love it. Like, it's such a good, get everyone together, and sometimes they have beers and stuff, and it's fun.
Okay. Well, we're going to finish off. I'm actually going to finish this off with some UFC advice here.
Okay.
At the end of the year, flyweight, who's got the belt?
Fuck.
You're probably going to have an interim there. I'm going to go Kai Kara.
Yeah,
France.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to say he's fucking killing it, eh?
I reckon Kai and Diverson is going to have the undisputed, and Kai's going to have the interim.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay, Bantam. No one's going to touch the king, Aljamain Sterling.
Are you joking?
The king.
Are you...
I like him so much.
Do you actually?
TJ's got the belt at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to actually say something, or are you just going to repeat everything I say?
Well, you keep getting him before me, so...
Okay, next one.
Yeah, there's no chance is anyone taking that off Vogue.
Okay,
that's staying on.
Who's got the interim? Because they will have an interim. Josh or Emmett or Ya?
I reckon... I'm going to go Ya.
I reckon Emmett.
Fair enough.
I reckon Emmett. Strange tattoos.
We'll see how we go this weekend with Ya.
This weekend?
Well, last weekend. Was that last weekend?
Yeah, he fought Ortega about 3 days ago.
I didn't watch that one. I was asleep.
Ortega dislocated his shoulder.
I know. I heard.
And you saw it pop out. No, it didn't look good.
Yeah, I haven't watched the replays yet. I just woke up, saw my sports bet, and was like, fuck this.
Not watching this shit. I hate this game.
Are you even going to talk about lightweight? Because you know what I'm going to say.
You have been trying to get me on this Charles Oliveira train.
Hey, you said it the other day. You are.
I'm on it.
You are.
I'm on it. You know what?
Not
I never
easy
was.
as yet, but I'll get you there.
No, never. You know what? I wasn't. And he's fighting Islam.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to do Islam, man.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, I fucking hope so. I'll actually cry if he loses.
He is just not the same person that I knew for so long.
He's just so quick. Like, he's always 10 steps ahead of the next person. Like, it's just nuts. Like, the way that he can get from, being face to face to literally on their back, choking them within, like, not even 5 seconds is nuts. It's crazy.
But he never used to be like that.
I know. He's
For
just
ages.
like,
He looked like a child there.
he looked a bit like a monkey. Don't you reckon? Like, you know how they're just like...
That is very dangerous waters you're treading there. No, I'm staying out of that one.
No, but I think just the way that he moved, I think, was like a little bit like uncertain and like a bit messy. Whether now he's just so quick.
Incredible.
It's just nuts.
The only thing that worries me is he's been so close to being finished 3 times and he's come back.
Yeah. I think what he does is I think there's almost a bit of like a test for him. Like he tests himself. He's like, how far can like someone push me? And then he comes back and he's a completely different person when he comes back into the ring. Like he's like, I shouldn't say ring, I should say cage. But he like just flicks a switch and then it's like he's untouchable again. And it's just
incredible. It's
almost like he does it to himself. Like he's like treads on the water a little bit and he's like, you know, come get me. And then he's like, oh, okay.
Him against Khabib would have been good.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Welterweight?
I just can't see anyone taking it off him. What do you think?
Maybe not by the end of the year. I think Hamzat's a chance. I do believe the hype. I'm normally one that doesn't believe the hype.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a hard one.
There's some people in that division that had their chance and they're just gone. You're talking about Gilbert Burns, Wonderboy, Jorge, Chiesa, Magni. There's just no chance for any of those guys.
I think it's just like sometimes with champs like him, it's hard to imagine him not being there. Like it's like who could, and eventually it's going to happen, you know, unless they just retire. But
he's got better.
Yeah.
He never used to finish anyone.
Him and Volk are very similar. I think like they're just unstoppable and they just continue to get better and just continue to just fucking kill people.
Volk going up and fighting Charles.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard for me to watch. I don't know if
because you think Volk is going to get done?
I think Charles might get done.
You think Charles will get done?
I don't know. That would be a fucking,
After what Volk did against Ortega.
Yeah.
How did he get out of that?
Well, I mean, Ortega's lost. I think he just needs to, like, give it up, eh?
He's too pretty.
Yeah.
Way too pretty.
He's very pretty. I used to love him. Now I'm just like, oh, you're a bit annoying now.
Middleweight, who we got?
You know, I'm a lover. Is he?
Really?
Yeah, I just love him.
No. I can't. I've tried to get my head around it.
Yeah, but he's just like, but actually, I must say his last fight kind of annoyed me a little bit. I think he just like, he played it safe. And
kind of like Jones did towards him.
Yeah, I think like what he does is when he realises that someone could possibly take him, which was true, you know, like it could have gone either way, but he then just played it safe and just made sure that he couldn't get near him. And like, it was boring. Like I was like,
it was a shame.
I was like, this is a boring fight, but
there's no one in there.
That's why he's a champ, I guess.
What about Israel against Alex Fahea? I know MMA isn't kickboxing. How many times have we seen that one fight where Israel got knocked out by Fahea?
I know. Yeah, it comes up every time, doesn't it?
I reckon Alex would do him. You're never going to pick against Izzy, are you? Yarn's looking to go down. Blachowicz is looking to go down.
Interesting.
That'll be all right.
That would be.
Okay, what about light heavyweight?
I'm not much of a light heavyweight like follower. Like I know a couple of people in there, but I don't really follow it that much. So I don't know.
Heavyweight, who we got?
It's the same thing with Usman, isn't it? I just can't see anyone taking him.
Really?
Yeah.
His ground game, I just did not expect that against Cyril Gane. I reckon if Cyril Gane fights Tai Tuivasa and beats Tai, I reckon Stipe will take Jones, and I reckon Cyril Gane will get another shot at Francis. Maybe Francis won't defend. Maybe Francis will go off.
You know, I just think that I think Francis is like almost at the end of his career.
It's a shame, isn't it, when he's just starting, really?
Yeah, I feel like he's like... I mean, he hasn't fought much this year at all.
Once.
Yeah.
When he won the belt.
Which is nuts.
No, he didn't win the belt. He retained the belt against Cyril Gahn.
Yeah.
Strawweight women's.
Yeah, my friend Aragoni is going to laugh at this, but I'm not much of a female fighter follower either.
There's a girl in there that's not even ranked. Her name's Tatiana Suarez.
I've heard about her.
She's going to take that belt.
Yeah.
She's going to be the champ for a while, I reckon. Shevchenko?
She's all right. She's
all right.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really follow the girls much.
How about this weekend? Juliana Pena, or next weekend, so Juliana Pena against Amanda Nunes.
I'm going to go.
You really don't? You have zero interest in female
No,
fighting?
not really, but that fight wait, when was that? That was like, maybe like at the start of the year, that fight?
When Pena beat Nunes.
Yeah. That was weird. That was a really weird win. I don't know if I agreed with it. I reckon, yeah.
It was a submission.
No, but I think like the whole fight, I think it was like...
Fixed.
Not fixed, but I think she just got lucky. I think she got lucky. I don't know.
67-1, the odds were. Submission second round.
I don't know.
But
like I said, I don't follow girls that much, so I'm all about that.
Jeez, that's it.
Yeah.
Been going 2 hours.
Lovely.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Estee Blake, thank you very much for coming in. That was great. It was great to find out a bit about you and your work and your mates and all your supposed non-drinking. Thank you very much for coming in. I understand you got a fight coming up in about 5 weeks' time. I want to wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
And after the fight, if you ever feel the need to come back in here, I'd love to chat some more.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Estee, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.